and a man is free to either identify himself with the body and to be attached to the fruit of its actions, or to be detached from it and be a mere witness of its activities. So on the concept of free will, basically what it does is it holds the field in association with individuality. In other words, so long as an individual identity exists, there is free will. And of course, all of the scriptures are based upon this fact. And they advise us directing the free will into thy will be done. So to the extent that we merge ego identity with the notion of thy will be done, the notion of free will disappears. And I am one with what is, free of free will.
Wow. I'm sorry to say that the Heavenly Editor has edited out most of what you asked, and I fear for my life in asking you to repeat that. And so I'm going to state what I think the heart of your question was and ask you to confirm or to try again. I think that you were talking about the fact that in this little life of one incarnation, we do have the veil of forgetting that has fallen according to the law of one and the Confederation philosophy in general. And consequently, we do not know precisely why we packed the bag that we packed. We know that we packed a bag. We know that we don't have all of our soul streams gifts. We don't have all of its limitations or its challenges. We have packed for a weekend, say. We have packed a few relationships in our bag. We have packed gifts, and we have packed some challenges. And in identifying with ourselves as this person, this body, this psyche, this soma, this package, we are often greatly limited compared with the view that we would have of our incarnation were we to move beyond the veil of forgetting and understand the incarnation as we will, say, when we get this fourth density and are able to see the truth without any hindrance. And all I can say to that is that it is necessary in third density to have something called faith and to work with faith. Now, I don't define faith the way most people do because I don't believe it has content. I don't believe that faith is a list of dogmatic points that you believe in by faith. I believe that faith is the faith that all is well. It's an inferential faith in that one infers a trust in the Creator, a trust in one's own judgment before you packed your overnight bag for the weekend, a faith in the rightness of things. And I can say from personal experience, having had many mystical moments in the light, that I have seen over and over again for myself that this is a perfect world where everyone is having the experiences that they came to have, that they wanted to have, and that they hoped would cause them to balance more and more. So am I going in the direction that you were asking? Like I said, there was
not
so
exactly.
much...
The question is about free will.
Uh-huh.
That's the topic that we're discussing.
Okay.
And what I heard you say and what I hear you say is that, yes, we selected a set of experiences. The question is, do we have free will? And what I'm hearing you say, is simply spoken to that, is that you say, yes. You feel like we have free will.
Right.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and in a summary, what my contemplation on the table is that we do have free will so long as we believe in separation.
In separation.
Is
that what you said? In separation.
In separation, yeah. So long as there's a separate ego identity, then yes, there is the illusion of free will. But the only real free will that we have...
Oh, there you go again.
I'm
afraid that... You've buzzed out now.
Carla, I'm here. I heard it. I'll repeat what he said. He's saying
okay, Monica, can you repeat what he said?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Michael, but I can't hear you, so I'm going to have to ask Monica to repeat.
Hey, everyone. We're having a little technical difficulty here. It's our first day
sorry,
using our new premium service, and we're going to have to get these bugs worked out. Basically, the question is, he was making the comment that, yes. Can you hear me?
Monica, I can't hear you either.
Oh, dear. Well, now that's dreadful.
And I can hear you fine, Monica.
Interesting. All right. Well, then, gosh.
Can you hear me now, Carla?
Okay. I think that I need to focus here and do the best I can to answer the question I perceive you asking. And it's difficult because I didn't hear you. I didn't hear Monica's repetition. But I believe what you're saying is that as long as we're in this illusion, we don't have free will because we can't know anything. But we have the illusion of free will. All right, let's go with that. If we think that we have free will and we can choose whether or not to serve the Creator or to serve ourselves, we are, to the best of our ability, doing so. And we are playing the game that we came here to play, which has its effect on us. Everything we think, everything that we think and then do, and then everything that we do to fruition, those three levels, affect our basic vibrational rate to a certain extent. The things that we think affect it only slightly. The things that we think and try to do affect it much more so. The things that we affect and bring to fruition change our balance quite a bit. So whether or not it could be called technically not free will because we don't have full knowledge, or whether we're fooling ourselves, I don't think that that is a legitimate argument. I believe that is sophistic, because we only have our senses, our intuition, and our insight. That's what we have. That's what we're working with. That's the game. Now, if you say, I don't want to play this game, we don't really have free will, well, you can opt out of the game, but then you've just perhaps made your time on planet Earth less effective. You came here absolutely certain that you were going to be able to affect your balance of love, wisdom, and power for the better. And the thing to ask yourself when you come to an ethical choice point is simply, where can I serve the best? How can I love the best? What is the limit against which I am working in this particular phase of the game? And you play it just as if it were a game on a computer. You look at it, you feel into it, and you pick the thing that seems the most loving to you. We're not all Solomon. We're not perfect. We're going to make what we perceive as mistakes. But if we just do the best that we can, I think we're using planet Earth and its opportunity for grist for the mill and turning catalyst into experience and turning ourselves as relatively untrustworthy, impulsive people into sturdy servants of the light. That we are doing. And that's what we came here to do, to love and to be loved. So I think that if you press what we know and what we can know, you are going to be constantly frustrated. But if you assume that you have what you need to play this game, then I think that you will be on the right track. I really do. And I'm really sorry about this technical stuff. I know that Gary, my faithful admin, is going to be on the phone as soon as this is over, trying to find out from Skype and from Blog Talk Radio what went on, because I honestly couldn't hear a doggone thing.
Well, this is obviously quite a big topic. Thank you for taking my call. And I'll connect with Monica offline, and we'll just see where the exploration goes from here. Many blessings.
Thank you, Michael. I'm gonna go ahead and
You
put
wouldn't
you back on
believe how strange this all sounds, guys. I'm not kidding. This is so weird. I'm hearing like speeding cars and people making noises with their mouths and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow. That is really interesting. Okay. Well, so we do have some technical difficulties today, and we will get it worked out by next week. We are out of time. You have been listening to Blog Talk Radio's Q&A, In the Now, Q&A with Carla L. Rueckert, and we would like to invite you to come back next week. We will have our last call next week in this time slot on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Starting the following week, we're going to be moving to premium service on Friday evenings, starting Friday, October 22nd, and we will be announcing the exact time on that, but it will be in the evening. If you've enjoyed the show, please visit our two websites, www.llresearch.org. LL Research's archive website, home to over 1,500 channeling transcripts, 11 publications, the Law of One material, interviews, speeches, and more. And www.bringforth.org. That's bring, the number 4, TH, bringforth.org. LL Research's communities website featuring forums, blogs, chat rooms, and more. Thanks so much for listening, and a special thank you to those who submitted questions. If you'd like to submit a question for Carla before the next show, please visit the Bringforth forums at bringforth.org, navigate to the miscellaneous section, and post to the thread Q&A with Carla L. Rueckert, submitting questions, or submit a private question to me, Monica Leal, at magicalmoons@gmail.com. That's magic with a K, MAGICKAL, moons@gmail.com. And you have a great week, Carla. I really loved your last response, especially since you didn't even hear the question. Bye, everyone.